Hi, I'm Kelly, Wealthy Daimyo's teacher. Today, we're talking about one of the most misunderstood emotional challenges in financial life: how to accept financial help without feeling like a burden. For many people, receiving help triggers shame, anxiety, and a deep fear of judgment. But needing support doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. In this session, you'll learn how to shift your perspective, honor your self worth, and accept assistance with clarity, dignity, and grace. Whether you're rebuilding after a setback or just need help through a hard season, this lesson is here to remind you you are not a burden. When we need financial help, the hardest part often isn't the money, it's the emotions: shame, fear, that heavy feeling in your chest that says you should have figured it out alone. Many people delay getting support until they've hit emotional or financial rock bottom, simply because asking feels like failure. But here's the truth: those feelings don't mean you're weak, they mean you're scared. And that fear deserves understanding, not punishment. The first step to healthy receiving is seeing those emotions clearly, because only then can we begin to release them. So, why is it so hard to accept help? One reason is fear of being judged, misunderstood, or seen as incapable. Many of us were raised with cultural messages like stand on your own 2 feet, which makes needing support feel like moral failure. But self reliance without community becomes isolation. Accepting help requires vulnerability, it challenges your image of strength. And if you grew up without compassion or support, even asking can feel foreign or unsafe. But patterns can change. With awareness, you can rewrite your relationship with receiving, and it starts by letting go of the myths. Financial decisions are rarely just logical, they're emotional. According to Psychology Today, our money choices are shaped by fear of scarcity, anxiety about judgment, shame from past mistakes, and pride that blocks us from asking. When you need financial help, all of these feelings intensify. That's why simply knowing what you should do isn't enough. You have to manage what you feel. Because left unspoken, those feelings can drive decisions that sabotage your peace. When we make space to process our emotions, we create space to make healthier choices and accept help with calm, not crisis. There's deep strength in asking for help. Psychologist Joan Rosenberg calls it emotional intelligence. It's not weakness, it's growth. Accepting support is part of healthy interdependence. Communities thrive when people both give and receive. And when you turn down help out of pride, you may unknowingly reject someone's genuine desire to contribute. Receiving with grace isn't selfish, it's generous. It honors the relationship, it shows courage, and it becomes a skill that strengthens all your relationships, not just financial ones. When you reframe help as empowerment, you stop feeling like a burden and start standing in your worth. Let's look at what this really feels like in real life. Sherry Lutz Harrington escaped financial abuse but struggled to accept help from her family because to her, it felt like failure. But when she finally received support, she realized it was a path to healing. She said, "What I thought would make me feel weaker actually made me stronger." Research backs her up. Those who recover financially are often the ones who lean into support, not isolation. And when you ask clearly for what you need, you avoid guilt and create trust. Clarity is a gift to both sides. So, how do you actually accept help without shame? First, name your emotions. Journal or reflect on what's really making you hesitant: fear of judgment, shame, control. Next, communicate openly. Be honest about what you need and what you're asking for: a loan, a gift, or temporary support. Then, establish boundaries. Set clear expectations about timelines, repayment, and involvement. This protects both you and the giver. And finally, seek professional guidance. Financial therapists or counselors can help you navigate the deeper emotional layers and ensure your choices reflect both dignity and practicality. Asking for help is an art. According to GoFundMe's research, the most successful financial requests are clear, specific, and confident, not desperate or apologetic. You don't need to overshare your pain to be heard. You just need to be honest about your situation and clear about how the help will make a difference. When you ask with courage, You give others the gift of contribution, and they often feel honored to help. Asking doesn't make you less. In fact, it shows you're strong enough to face your reality and seek healthy solutions. At the heart of this journey is one truth: needing help is part of being human. It doesn't make you less worthy, less strong, or less valuable. Accepting help can actually build deeper relationships and create new foundations of trust and care. And most importantly, when you allow yourself to receive, you're affirming your worth. You're saying, I matter enough to be supported. That is powerful. And as you rebuild your financial and emotional health, this act of receiving opens the door for future giving, so when your time comes, you'll lift someone else with the same love. Thank you so much for being here today. If this message spoke to something deep inside you, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your presence helps others find their own healing too. And if you're ready to take your emotional financial growth to the next level, we've created free ebooks and a full video course to guide your journey. You'll find the links in the description below. You don't have to walk this road alone. The courage to receive help is the beginning of something new. We hope to see you again in our next episode. Until then, stay grounded and stay worthy.